You go through phases where there's slightly more time to work from home and therefore be around quite a bit more, and then there's periods of time where you're just not there at all, and you're always out and about, you're running around, you're meeting people in the company the whole time, you're looking at new sites, you're worrying or you're concerned or you're analysing trade figures the whole time, so it really just depends. In the early days it was pretty full on, you don't get a lot of time, but then as it kind of settles and as it kind of becomes just day-to-day operations, there's more of an element of structure in place and the systems in place, and you have the right people in the right positions, so it helps. Monday tends to be in the office with my financial controller and office manager, and we look at what's going on in the business across 2 stores, what the wholesale division is doing, where the sales are coming in, then comparing it to like-for-like sales for what was happening last year. Then it will normally be meetings. One of the great things about working in coffee is you have meetings over coffee, so people in general tend to come to either workshop Clerkenwell or workshop Marylebone. So then I'll probably have a schedule of meetings, then I'll probably liaise with the general manager for Clerkenwell, and very, very briefly the manager at Marylebone, and then liaise quite frequently with the director of operations and understand what's going on the coffee side, what's in season from the green side, where do we need to be in order to buy the best green. In the last 4 or 5 months that's been invariably Ethiopia, Kenya and Rwanda. So we need to have a presence there, we need to understand how we're going to keep up our commitment to procuring the best green possible. And then it will be business development mostly, which is looking for new sites, understanding why the brand should be in that area, understanding why landlords will want workshop in that area. So it's a whole variety of things, from operations to business development, and to, I think to a lesser degree, marketing as well. Yeah, we differ in lots of ways in that we're not really a typical coffee shop. As you can see, we're roasting on site today, so we actually roast all the green on site, which makes us a fully established coffee company as opposed to a coffee shop company. A lot of what Workshop is about is working in what's called specialty coffee, and sourcing, being committed to sourcing the best possible green that we can, which is graded specialty coffee as opposed to just coffee, which is a graded product, and it has to be by definition from a certain quality. We then kind of take the product, we roast it, and we roast it in slightly different ways, and every coffee has a slightly different roast profile, and those roast profiles are designed to highlight the individual nuances in every coffee. So we're trying to highlight the most bespoke flavours in every coffee through the roasting process and through the sourcing process that we can. It is a convenience product. It has caffeine in it, which is a poison, but as Western consumers it exists to stimulate our bodies in the morning. The coffee industry in the UK is growing at a very, very quick rate, and that as British consumers we are drinking a lot more of it at an increasing rate. The downside of that is you have to be very, very good at what you do. I don't think you can just open a coffee shop now and say, oh well, we sell coffee. The information is, what sort of coffee are you selling? Where has it been roasted? How has it been roasted? When has it been roasted? Is it fresh? How are you extracting it? What sort of espresso technology are you using? Are you using reverse osmosis to take the hard solubles out of the water? All this information is becoming increasingly important in coffee, and that's where the industry is going to go. And is that lucrative? Is it growing? Yeah.